What's going on, guys? Sin for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the Montreal Canadiens. And here we are, getting in towards the draft. And, well, sorry, not the draft, free agency. We just had the draft. Double take right there. Not the draft, this is free agency. And before we get started, I don't know if I showed the awards. So I'm going to do that real quick. I feel like I didn't in the last episode. So there's the Stars with the Cup. Penguins, Stars in Boston. Maybe I did. Oh, actually, I think I did. Yeah, you know what? Oh, yeah, I totally did. Scrolling through those, I'm like, wait a sec. Wait a sec, I did. All right. At least I recognize them. Anyway, before we get into free agency here, this is just a great beginning to the episode, isn't it? Yep, filling you guys with a lot of faith that I know what I'm doing here. So before we get started, we got 9 different winners to read off from last year's contest. All of these guys with 2 or more correct out of 3. So first off is Alessandro Lorio, or is that an I? Iorio? Sorry. Team Domi and the goaltender Vasilevsky decided that there would be a tie between him and Markstrom. Next up is CynFtWProductions with Domi and Vasilevsky as well. Betting on Klingberg, but this year it was Dahlin. Next up, Maximum Pats. You just won another one after so short. Domi and Vasilevsky as well, also betting on Klingberg for the defense. Next up is Rick Salo. Domi, Vasilevsky wanting Sagan, but Crosby had himself another year. Next up, Peter Parker, 21, with Domi and Vasilevsky, banking on EK65, who, well, it was a good bet. He was up there. Next up is John Nicholas, team lead Domi, league lead Vasilevsky, also banking on Erik Karlsson. Next up, Ice Warrior 101, Domi, Vasilevsky, and I can't see what he said for the defense. Oh, it's just a pile of trash. Yeah, he literally like put in a pile of trash there for the league defenseman. Interesting strategy there, Ice Warrior. Next up, Krinjevsky, a great name. Domi, Vasilevsky going for Sagan as well for the league lead. And last but not least, Chris Dime there with Domi and Vasilevsky, banking on Karlsson, but Dahlin. Shock to the hockey world. Well, I mean, probably at this point, not shocking. He's going to be a very, very good defenseman. Buffalo has a very good team. Yeah, they should be excited for their future because they're coming up. They're coming right up. All right, so free agency time. I've already gone ahead and offered contracts to scouts and coaches. A lot of different scouts, man. We're getting a big upgrade this year. I'm excited. We're not going to have like many C's left at all. Anyway, what were we thinking? I think Barkov is there. Goodrow is there. Which one do we want more? The thing about Barkov is we can shift someone to wing. Anyone that we were thinking of. And I'm thinking maybe Domi should go back to wing. He's got 80 faceoffs, which ain't bad. Kokaniemi is at 79, but the thing about him is his faceoffs should actually continue to get better, whereas Domi's shouldn't. And, I don't know, I think... Or we go for Goodrow, which makes more sense with our current setup, but... Man, having a Selke winner like Barkov would help our defense out immensely. And, well, going with Shesterkin and probably Price, if not Bednar, coming up this year. Probably something that we'll want to do. Like, improve the defense as much as we can. And maybe... well, yeah, we got Lambos. He's coming up soon, but we're still lacking that right-handed guy. Who did we get that was going to be right-handed? Hold on. It was someone we just drafted, and I think they're NHL ready. I would have signed him, though, wouldn't I? Maybe it was this guy. Is he a righty? Yeah, he's a righty. Was he NHL ready? Or no, I think he was a year off or something like that. Yeah, he was close, but I think he was a bit off. So, yeah, we do have some coming up, but we're still missing that like top 2 guy, which is just, obviously not available. We'll have to make a trade for one or try to figure it out, but yeah, I think grabbing Barkov is really, really good, obviously. Goodrow maybe makes more sense because we're short on wingers, but like I said, moving Domi back to wing, I would totally do, especially if you're grabbing someone like Barkov. So we have plenty of cash, $26 million. We're not going to have to give... I mean, we'll have to give extensions. You know, Morozov's going to need one. Domi's going to need one. Niemanen in a couple years. Like, we are kind of up against... Drouin's going to need one. So we're kind of getting close to up against the cap. But there'll be ways to kind of counteract that. Certain guys will be leaving that we won't get back. Like Tatar. I mean, if we do get him back, it'll be at a pay decrease. You know, Gusev, that guy, if we get him back, it'll be at a pay decrease. And again, we have 26 million to work with. We should be in decent shape for the next couple of years. So, yeah, the only problem is Carey Price, but hopefully he will retire in a couple of years. I don't know that he will. He's declined a hell of a lot, like you think he would, but game doesn't always do that. So, if anything, we still have 4 more years of Carey Price at super declined. So, yeah, that's a thing. So, big thing. Let's first, before we make any moves there, let's see what we could do for extensions. I want to see what we can maybe get some guys to here come next year. Alright, so Morozov, what are you going to want for next year? He actually wants a hefty contract. Ugh. Not exactly what I wanted to see right there. How about Drouin? Drouin also wants a pretty hefty contract. This takes him up to he's 34. So, yeah, we should hold on to Drouin, obviously. So, let's see. It's going to be 8 mil for 7 years. Which we should do. That is an increase of 2.5 mil. Domi, what kind of increase he's looking at? Pretty hefty as well. That takes him up till he's 35. Let's see. 9 mil. So yeah, pay Domi, because he's done very well for us. So there's 2 extensions. Morozov, we obviously want to keep him. I'm a little bummed out that he's not wanting like a pretty good pay decrease. I mean, I could keep him RFA. I'll wait on Morozov. I don't have to do that immediately. He's asking for quite a bit right now. I'm wondering if that'll decrease throughout the year or something. Probably not, but... So those are our major ones. And obviously, Kotkaniemi is going to need an extension. Oh, never mind. I got him long term. Who is it? Gallagher is going to need one, but shouldn't want much. Morozov is the one that I think I need to wait on that, because sometimes you can get these, like, he's asking for a bit right now. This might decrease. I don't know that it will, but it might. And so I'll wait on that. I'll wait till a bit later, see what he says. Shesterkin doesn't want an extension. That's terrific. Anyway, but let's go for those right now. So yeah, those, at least we kind of have an idea. We're paying 19 million combined on these guys instead of the let's see. Math is hard. Hold on. I'm having a brain fart. 13 million that we're spending on them right now. So, yeah, it's about an increase of 6. Plus whatever we end up giving Morozov. But we do have a lot of cash next year. Like I said, these guys are all... I mean, look what we could get Tatar for. I mean, we can decrease him like... it's actually going to be kind of close to what he's making right now. Gusev doesn't want an extension. Byron might not be here. We'll have to see where the situation is. But I think that's all the extensions we're going for right now. Now, the question is, if we're going to get Barkov or Goodrow, how long is the term? To fit it within the realm of what we need and what would kind of be realistic. What is term-wise? Like, that's not too bad. Around 10 for a guy like Barkov for 7 years isn't too bad. But, I mean, you're starting to get up there price-wise. But he fits in with the kind of where part of our age bracket is, right, with Domi. And I do really, really like him. I'll have to spend like 10.5 to grab him. So that's a Carey Price contract. 10.5 right now. Next year it'll still be 10.5. I think I will be okay. We're not gonna, we're not gonna go too crazy here. I think we should be okay. I want to pick up Giordano, but I'll wait and see if he gets any offers. I was considering picking up for like a year, just to see if he could still get us some production. I want to improve that defensive core a slight amount if I'm able to. There's just no good righties, But I'm hoping we can... There is Pionk, but, I mean, how good is he really? Not good. Hjalmarsson is lefty. So, yeah, really, it's Gio who's the only... No, he's even a lefty. Who is the... I thought there was a righty up here. I don't even think there is. No, I think they're all lefties. Yeah, they're literally all lefties besides Pionk. So yeah, I can't even really do that. It's only Barkov here. So 7-year contract for him at like 10. And VGK is also interested. Were they a good team? Well, we can try on him. I can't really offer him more than that, especially if I'm giving him the years he wants. And I would like to give him the years he wants, both for a realism standpoint and other things. Like I could kind of cheese the game, go down to like 1 year and overpay him a shit ton. But I mean, we could do that. People were talking about Tavares maybe having that happen, overpay him a shit ton, and then a more team-friendly deal down the road. That didn't happen, obviously. Yeah, Vegas is interested. Where was Vegas last year? I thought they were obviously a playoff team of some sort. I'm not gonna be able to check right now because awards and well, can I check last year's playoff tree? I can actually. They were not a playoff team. Okay, so they're in the same boat as we are. All right, they weren't a playoff team, so they shouldn't have a leg up. Well, they might be if they're listed as something higher than we are. What are we listed as compared to what they're listed as? I'm trying to think what I would need to offer Bargo. We're listed as rebuilder, VGK. I went the wrong way. They're also listed as rebuilder, so they don't have a leg up. If we offer him 10.5, we should actually get him, because I doubt that they'll offer him more than that. So we're giving him the better deal. So yeah, let's do 10.5 by 7. Quite a bit of cash, though. Indeed, but yeah, it is. It's a lot, and we're gonna have a lot tied up in like 3 players at that point, plus Morozov, whatever he's gonna want. But how much more of a team-friendly deal we're gonna get for a guy like this? Probably, even if probably not much. So pay the man. Let's see if he accepts that. And that'll be our move here. So this will help us out both offensively and defensively a bit. He's a great defensive player. But we still need a better defensive core, quite obviously. But as of right now, for the next couple years, we can afford something like this because we're not paying a crap ton to a big defensive player. And really, there's nothing really on the block. We got to kind of hope to draft someone, which is tough, especially on the right-hand side. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. As of right now, defensively, we only have a top 4 coming up on the right-hand side. Like, that's it. Got 2 good elite lefties. That's great. But we're lacking that righty. We got Tehran, who might be a top 6er, but, you know, that's it. Juleson, who's looking like a top 6er. Fleury, like, these guys are okay, but neither of them are becoming much of anything. And we have, like, 1 or 2 more down here. I think Lawson was righty. So, yeah, we got Lawson and Hakala, but Lawson's like a few years out. Hakala like 1 or 2, maybe just 1, but still, like I said, they're not immediate impact guys coming into like the top 2 or anything. Which leads me to believe this is not going to be a turnaround. This might be a better year, but I don't think this is our turnaround year. I think next year has the potential to be, but our defense is still in question. It all depends on what's in the draft and what we might be able to trade for. That's what it comes down to. So we'll have to keep an eye on everything like that. So, actually I should check. Do I need depth or anything? We might have to do a count real quick. So Domi, Kotkaniemi, let's say Barkov's in there. There's 3. You know, there's your top 6. Top 9. 10. Could use Udon or Cousins, but 10 for sure. Caulfield, I think, should be in the NHL. 11. I mean, he's 78. Yeah, I'd say he's NHL. So 11 in Caulfield. Lundell, maybe? Listed as depth. If he gets a jump, that's 12. We still need a depth forward, a pure depth forward. I don't necessarily want to use Cousins or Udon as depth because they're not that good defensively, and McCarron's kind of a plug defensively, only with 81 awareness. So that, I can't really do that. Yeah, we're going to need a depth forward here. Defensively, obviously, we need some help there, but Romanov looking like he's in NHL. I think we have plenty here. Yeah, we could use like someone like Kulak as depth if we need to. Lambos isn't ready yet, so he's not signed. But yeah, Wallman. Who's this Wallman guy? Yeah, I think we have plenty of guys to use. Kale Fleury. Now I'm thinking Fleury. Olofsson we used his depth, but I'm thinking he could fill into the top 6 now. Juleson, Mete, top. It's going to be tough, actually. Maybe Neiman in the top 2. It's kind of rough to do to him. I kind of think I should play him in his role. I don't know. Well, I think we have enough defensemen, though, is my point. I don't think we need to sign anyone. AHL, well, you know what? Let me sign a depth defenseman or so. Because, yeah, we're still looking a bit thin, just number of players wise. So yeah, let me go for some kind of depth defenseman or something. Could always get Brody back, but he's already got a team interested. I'm actually considering Pionk here, but nah, nah. Let's just go for some kind of depth guy. And yep. Alright, Jean. No. Let's go down. Branson's not wanting much. But it is good Branson at the end of the day. But it's a righty. We do have enough. Well, not enough. We got Fleury and Juleson on the right-hand side. I can go for someone like good Branson. That's not that big a deal. Let's grab good Branson there. And I think that was it. Did we need a goalie? I lost track. I don't think we did. I'm just going to double check that. I'm pretty sure we had our goalies, including Carey Price in there, wherever he's going to end up, whether that's backup or AHL here. Whoa. Why do I always think that's going to be goalies? Yeah, we got 4 guys signed. So there we go. 4 guys signed. All right, let's advance a few days here. We're going to see a lot of messages pop up. Coaches, everything. No. Oh, those Spurgeon is good, but no, not what we need. Get out of here. Gallagher's captain. He ain't going anywhere. Talk to Tatar, maybe. Guys like that, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how the year is going and see where we're at the deadline. But we got the cheese goalie now. We got a low 80s goalie. He should do very well. All right, we got Bolduc as the NHL assistant. Sweet. Okay, we got AHL goalie coach with like A+ teaching. Great. All right, there's a scout, A- scout, A- scout. Look at me go. Oh, yeah. Look at the upgrades. B scout. That's still an upgrade for wherever they were. That's a European scout. Still an upgrade over a C. Still a couple more coaches or one more. Damn it. Yeah, he wanted the head coaching role. I was trying to give him... Damn. Oh, well. All right, another scout. Another one. All right, thank you. I need to go for a new coach here. Unfortunate. I was giving him the associate coach, so it wasn't even too far off. Damn. All right, we got to find another good teaching coach here. For my associate. They're all NHL head coach. He's not going to accept an AHL role. B-. I can get that guy for my AHL associate. He's got A teaching. Yeah, let's go for that. Even though he wants NHL associate. Should be fine. He says with great reservation. Let's try it. Usually if he ain't getting offers, they're pretty good about accepting whatever the hell you're giving him. So let's do that for my AHL. Hopefully he accepts. We don't really need the veteran goalie coach anymore, especially as we got younger guys. But until I start getting like the holy crap, what am I trying to say? The younger guys in there. Shostorkin's almost capped out, so he doesn't really matter. So until I start filtering in the younger guys. So we got Goodbranson. What about Barkov? Could Branson accept beforehand? We're waiting on pins and needles here. Engrid didn't accept. And we got Alexander Barkov. So Barkov signs. Domi and Drouin accept their extensions. So brilliant. Problem is we still need an AHL associate coach. Come on. I'm gonna go for him again because he might reject, but he might also accept later. They do that sometimes. If he's not getting offers, they will sometimes accept your offer anyway. So I'm gonna keep going on him because I like that teaching and I like his overall grades and stuff. Should help out our AHL. So keep on him. It'll happen. They'll reject you one time, but like the closer they get, obviously, to not being, you know, signed by someone, they will start accepting your offers. So that at least makes a little bit of sense. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not him. So let's look for someone else then, I guess. I don't know, B- though, man. What the hell? Still pretty solid. Well, we have everything else. Maybe I'll skip all this so you guys don't have to watch it. There's a couple A minuses here, but they all want the same sort of role. Yeah, you know what? We've done everything we need to do in free agency. I'm going to skip this, and I'll see you guys when I get the lines and the scouts all set up. All right, now that took a while, and I didn't really check this, but yeah, we should probably consider a new coach. We were going to consider that in the future for better chemistries because, well, Barkov doesn't fit into our top 6 system, which is interesting. He should, but yeah, well, I mean, we need to find someone who can, but that goes kind of... Okay, Morozov doesn't fit onto the top line. We're hoping he gets there, obviously. Some of the guys don't, like, all of our top guys we're looking to keep, some of them don't have great chemistry throughout the lineup, especially Domi, Barkov, Morozov, Kotkaniemi. Like, we need better chemistry for those guys, obviously. Caulfield, he doesn't fit in super well to the top ones either, especially the second line, which he likely will be on with this system. So, that will come eventually, but right now we got, you know, obviously the teaching staff in there, especially the head coach. Great teaching. But these are the lineups. Domi, Barkov, Gallagher, Drouin, Kotkaniemi, Morozov, Tatar, Kuraly, Gusev, and Byron, Paling, Caulfield. Where's Suzuki? Well, he's been demoted because he's been absolute trash since he's been here. I'm not going to keep giving him ice time. Offensively, defensively is where it gets interesting. Niemi, Juleson, Mete, Goodbranson, Romanov, and Fleury. There's your defensive core. Can't say too much about it. But we'll see what happens with it. Niemanen, it's tough putting him into that role. I'm hoping he gets a jump, and at least... And they got +3 chemistry, so maybe it'll be enough for them to kind of be okay. Top 4, yeah. And then, yeah. Top 6 isn't bad. Hopefully Romanov. He's listed as depth right now, but he should get a jump and be listed as top 6. Either way, I want to play him here. He's got good offense stats. So I got him on the power play, quite obviously. Speaking of which, here is the power play units. Gallagher, Barkov, Morozov, Kotkaniemi, Drouin. So the 5-forward top unit. Second unit of Caulfield, Domi, Tatar, Romanov, and Gusev. Alright, and then the 4-man, kind of just what it is. Penalty kill. I'm kind of proud of the chemistries here. Kuraly, Gallagher, Goodbranson, Niemi, Paling, Barkov, Juleson, and Mete. Good chemistries. We'll see if they perform. And there's your 3-man. Into the extras we go. 4-on-4. These are a bit interesting. I went Barkov, Drouin with Niemann and Juleson. Kotkaniemi, Morozov with Mete, Romanov, trying to stack offense here. And then Domi, Gallagher with Fleury, Goodbranson. Same thing here, and then it gets interesting here. Romanov on the top one because he got literally the best offensive stats of defenseman, then Mete, Fleury, guys with decent-ish defensive stats. Yeah, not too great in the extra side of things. Just Jerkin and Price as the goalies. We'll see. And scratch, we got Evans for depth, and Olofsson for depth. So there you have it. Well, yeah, and you can take a quick look at the AHL. See Suzuki's back there. He's got to prove himself, man. He's got to jump back up. He's got to prove himself as an NHLer if he wants to come back. I picked up Kuraly for extra depth, but I want to see Suzuki bounce up to something that I could use him on the third line. Give me an excuse to bring you back up, Suzuki. That's what this is. This is basically, it's like a conditioning assignment for him, but it's like a Fuck, prove me that you can score assignment. Alright, and there's your defensive pairings. No defensive depth, but plenty of forward depth. And of course the goaltender's back there. Bednar. And Sokolov. Alrighty. There we are. Ugh, stretch, man. We are good to go here. I got my scouts assigned. I'm just going to show you guys how different the scouting pool looks. It's filled with, like, B's and C's. Now, look how many A-minuses we have now. Look how many we got. Look at those WHL scouts. Look at all that. Everyone you see, like, with an assignment, and even these two guys are new, too, so they didn't need to be assigned anywhere. They were right where they should have been, but everyone you see with an assignment is, like, a changed assignment, is someone I picked up to improve the scouting pool. So you see just how many changes were made. Quite a few. Quite a few. Alright. I think even this guy might, I don't know. Maybe we had that guy. Oh, whatever. I signed like 9 different scouts, so yeah, maybe that OHL guy was the same. Anyway, we are good to get Sim in here. We shouldn't have anything turned off like goalie rotations, but I gotta check because, yeah, something's telling me to check because, yeah. Did a stream last night when we were turning it off and on. So thank you for those of you who came out to the stream, man. That was one of the better ones we had. Good stuff. Alright. Let's get simming. Let's see what'll happen with this team. We got the cheese goalie with a terrible defense, so we should sim great, right? Defense should be great. Not too sure. We're playing Florida for the first regular season game. That's hilarious. Barkov against his old team. Let's get this team fully scouted, see how we do here. Offensively, I'm thinking we should be pretty good, but you never know. That's not a bad trade, but I don't want to pull the trigger on anything like that yet. I want to see how we're going to do this year before we make any moves like that. First preseason game goes well. Good scoring. We beat Florida in preseason, so we're already 1 up on them. All right, yeah, we'll be compliant. Not a horrible preseason. Yeah, 4-2-1. Not too bad. On to the regular season we go. Florida, first game of the regular season. Can we beat them? Can Barkov beat his old team? No, we lose 3-1. Can't even score. 3-1 win next, though. 3-2 loss, so not able to score a whole lot yet. I'm not too sure why. We have a pretty good offensive core by the looks of it. But we can shake things up as we go here. All right, I'm going to get this out of here. I don't want to trade any of these guys. No, not trading my captain. Oh yeah, speaking of captains, obviously since Petrie departed, we had an alternate slot open. Gallagher's still the captain. Byron is still an alternate, but now Domi has the other alternate. So I figured Domi deserved it, man. He's been great for us. We'll see how we do this year. Alexander Romanov, mild concussion. Yep. What else? What other injury would it be? So that sucks for Romanov. Gives us a chance to use some depth though. Yeah, Cale Fleury's an 81. I don't know why it was telling me to start him in the AHL, man. I really don't. Niemann is up to an 83, so he's an 86 right now on the top pairing. Good Branson is 78. Alright, well, that's not good. So leave him up there. Losing some games here. Not able to score a whole lot. That's kind of where I thought we'd be able to score with this kind of team, man. I really did. So I'm a little perplexed at that. Maybe I need to mess with the lines a bit. Oh yeah, I didn't assign them somewhere. Should have a rest of the world scout just for that. I could always move someone there and get him scouted, but he should be pretty good. Yep, another rest. Yeah, I should actually assign some of the rest of the world here. Because of that, more creative dudes that don't have assignments quite obviously, well, because they're super young. But yeah, I should actually do that. I'll assign someone to the rest of the world at some point this year. Someone remind me in the comments so I could do it at the deadline. That'll help me. Because I do actually want to see what they're scouted as. It gives you guys an idea too. Like, yeah, I know they're good, but... Alright, but we're scouting a bunch of people here in the first round because, well... we'll likely have at least our pick doing pretty good in the first round. We'll see. Speaking of which, was there a defenseman up there on the right-hand side? No, there wasn't. God damn it. Summers is on the left. Oh, my goodness. Man! There's one, but there's no way he's going to be an elite. Highly unlikely, at least. Ragnarsson, lefty. 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 Riitanen's a righty, but again, highly unlikely he becomes an elite. And we've seen him before, but it's not looking too good for us. Real unfortunate, man. Real unfortunate. I wish I could turn some... I wish you could change positions on people, man. There's the lefty defenseman, because why would it be a righty? They're truly at a premium. Alright, well... let's get scouting here. Maybe one will jump out. Probably not, though. Yeah, I really wish... I mean, you can position change, but you can't position change someone from defense to offense or vice versa. At least you haven't been able to in the past, which sucked. Especially if, like, back in NHL 18, we had a few times where we were using a defenseman as a forward. Remember Commodore? I think was that Philly? We had that Commodore guy, drafted him as a defensive defenseman. He grew like an offensive defenseman, so we started using him as a forward. And he killed it. So maybe I could do that with the problem is the chemistries, you know? The problem is chemistries. When you have a forward back there, the chemistries suck. So yeah. That is the issue. Alright. There's another low righty. Yeah! Johan Steen, please be a low elite. Please do that for me, man. Need that. No 2 ticks. Alright, there you have it. Let's scout this guy too. Because goalies. Scout this guy. Seems like he actually wants starters. Because they'll likely become low 80s. And then they'll sim well. And then give you a good, good stat growth. Eric Branson's been injured now. Fantastic. Well, what's his name should be back, right? It was only a minor concussion. Yeah, Romanov's back. He's at an 81, so he actually jumped. Is he listed as top? No, he's still listed as top 4, so okay. Looks like he was fully healed too. So Olofsson, you hop right back in there in the top 4. Yep. There we go. There. Now we're starting to score some goals. That's what I thought we should be doing all year. We might be inconsistent, as I say that. 2 games where we only score 1. But, yeah. Mrazov is up to an 85. 5 goals in 9 games. Who's the goal scorer here? No one really. Yep, that's the issue. Okay, let's get Mrazov up there. We'll lose. Obviously, we won't have chemistry there, but I want to get a goal scorer on that top line. Drouin can kind of do it here, so that'll be fine. Yeah. Well, let's get Mrazov onto that top line. Yeah, no good centers here. That's unfortunate. Caulfield listed as depth weirdly. At 79. I'm still going to play him up here, especially with that power play. He hasn't scored a goal yet, though. Even on the power play. It's a bit unfortunate. Alright, 2 more games here. Can we get a win or 2? Can we maintain around 500? That'd be great. How about a big one? Alright. 5-5-1 here. Not in a playoff spot. Let's... I'm not going to go too in-depth into the stats, obviously. We're not quite at that point yet. 8 points for you now. Still 6 goals. But we have everyone fully scouted now. That's what we're looking at. Yeah, the center core isn't great. Speaking of which, Suzuki, 81. Only 4 points in 9 games played, man. How are you not producing? Anton Lundell is only listed as depth, so I'll leave him down there. He's got guys around him to succeed, man. You really can't say Suzuki doesn't have dudes around him to succeed. 81. Do I call him up, though? Do I call him up and send down Evans or something? It would give Lundell a chance to play in the middle. It would make our third line slightly better. Maybe get a bit more scoring from them. Maybe. Fourth line, though. You could try it. I don't like, he's just not producing, like, anywhere he is, though. That's the unfortunate thing. Oh, speaking of which, good Branson needs to go back in. Does make us slightly better. So let's call up Suzuki, and it does kind of fit in to making more room for guys. Send down Evans. Is he... Oh, he'd have to clear waivers. Ugh. Wow. You know what? It's not a big deal if I lose him. He might get claimed. He didn't get claimed. Oh, Sokolov didn't like that. Sorry, Evans. We're just not using you. Alright, Karali is now officially depth. Or should Paling be depth? Let's get Suzuki in, try him out. Well, this is just temporary, obviously. We're seeing if he'll work. I'm going to keep Paling in because he's got growth. I want to try and get him. I don't know if he's ever going to become the third liner. I thought he should have. He hasn't grown like a lick, which is crazy considering, well, it looked like he should have at least get up to like third liner. Laval Rocket, that's right. So I could best lines, but I don't necessarily want to do that. I'm going to move Lindell here. And then sub in all lines with Evans, and I'll kind of fix stuff a little bit here. That's not good. That's better. Better offense on that line. Oops. I want to check the power play and stuff. Hermes already in, right? Yeah, who's it going to be? Udon. He's on the point. Alright, Kalinin. There we are. Alright. Well, some minor changes right there. Trying Suzuki back up on the big boy roster. I sent him a message starting him in the AHL. You better fucking step it up here, Suzuki. Get the job done. Let's go. Third line hopefully is a bit better scoring now. 3 goal. We lose, but we get 3 goals. I still feel like we're not scoring enough for the amount of talent we have on this roster. It's very interesting to me. Very, very interesting. Injury to Laval. Alright, who will step in? I'm trying to go to scratches here, thanks. Think for Beak, because he's kind of up there. He has bottom 6 potential. Actually, no, not for Beak. It was someone else, wasn't it? Thought someone had a bit younger with that. Pizzetta. Not really that much younger. Whatever. We'll get Verbeek at least fully scouted. There's a nice win. Senators have fired their coach. There we go. That's the goal scoring. We should start getting more consistently. But then we don't. We're still hovering around 500, still out of the playoff berth. We get the goals there, but we can't keep the puck out of the net. Then we don't get the goals. Yeah, we're not a playoff team, that's for sure. And part of that has to do with defense, quite obviously. I mean, we knew that coming in. I was kind of hoping for a bit more offense to maybe outscore our mistakes a few more times, but that might just not be the case. Elinen and Ikanen doesn't do shit for us growth-wise. We're starting to fall further down. Good Branson now has a mild concussion. Olofsson back in. What's going on here? Suzuki, you've got 4 points in 11 games played. Not enough there. You're starting to get some production there, but a hefty minus on that line. So, let's put you on the third, see how you do. You hate the third. But, maybe you can score goals there with Tatar and Suzuki. Give me some goddamn depth scoring. Please. Let's shift down Barkov for a minute. 15 points in 22 games. Not enough on that first line. Let's get 2 guys feeding Morozov the biscuit here. Or we could get something like that going. Let's make a little shift right there. See if we can get some better production. hybrid with that. There we go. Well, that's more scoring in those games. We still can't keep the puck out of the net, though. I'm going to leave Goodbranson out for a bit. Give Olofsson some more time. All right, 10, 13, and 2. Yep. Yes, Kotkaniemi's now point per game. Leading the team. Leading the way. How we looking? Not scoring enough and letting too many goals in. We need our goals for to be higher. With the amount of talent we have, that goals for has got to go up. Power play's not bad. Penalty kill's not bad considering our goaltending situation. We're good on home ice at least, so we're giving the fans a show, but we can't do jack squat on the road. 4 and 6 in the last 10. Yeah, I figured this would kind of be a year like this. So Morozov's at least getting some points. 14 goals, 25 games played. Hopefully he gets a bit more. Drouin, pretty good as well. So, I thought he was going to be more hybrid, but 2 goal scorers there with Kotkaniemi. We'll see what they do. I mean, Morozov got good enough offensive stats. That's just Drouin to kind of fill either role. But yeah, this is where it's bumming me out. Barkov and Domi. More production out of it. And how are you a minus, man? So as of right now, it doesn't look like a great signing. But I think once we get a better coaching system, it could be. Yikes. Big ol' yikes. Carey Price is even sucking in the backup role. Yep, neither goalie doing great, as we pretty much figured they would. Yeah, I am disappointed with the production, I gotta say. I thought we'd get more out of this side of this offense. I really did. We have the tools. We have the tools. But I think in this case, you're kind of seeing that. In this is a case where it does look like coaching matters, especially on that top line with Barkov not really fitting into here. You're putting Odinger on waivers, eh? Oh, really? He's like a fringe starter max in this game? Rip. Not the scouting report I had on him. All right. Draft class. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, I got 2 Bs here in the queue. All right, so relatively deep, but not that deep. And so with this in mind, it's highly unlikely that righty defenseman back here is going to be an elite. Which really sucks for us because, well, yeah, he can only be top 4 max. Ugh. We are really, really struggling to find those right-handed D prospects. And that's not good for us. Not good whatsoever. But it is what it is, I guess. I'm still scouting throughout this first round. There's another righty, top 4. All of them are top 4s, man, so we like need someone to get stat growth or just... Top 4s are still decent if they're close to NHL already, at least. But, yeah. So many unknowns here in the top round. Come on, scouts, get on it. Alright, let me go to potentials now. Righty, hold on. Come on, man. I wish it was low, because then he'd really have a chance to be low elite, and then... Yeah, anyway. Alright, well, plenty of dudes here. There's a righty. Please get scouted. Problem is these guys are going to have really high ETAs, which doesn't help us for what we need right now. That's why I mean we're going to have to make a trade of some sort to get a righty defenseman that we need. All these guys back here, low ETAs, man. 4 or 5 years pretty much almost guaranteed, especially where the draft ranking in. And that's if they are low elite. Big old if. And I guarantee you the first time we make the playoffs is when we're going to see a righty defenseman appearing in that top 10 who's medium elite. Can almost guarantee you that. It's the game. It's the game's quirky sense of humor. Alrighty. I'm just prioritizing righties here at this point for the most part. Alright, scout the goalie. Alright, few 2-tick medium top 9s, most of them being scouted, so I'll skip the rest. How about 2-tick lows? No 2-tick lows. Highly unlikely these guys become anything, but I just want some info right now. Depth, or value's value at the end of the day still, so well, that guy's not gonna be anything. How about Shaka Khan here? Come on. Alright, still scout these dudes. Alrighty, well, there you have it. Ugh, yep, loss after loss. Falling further down the standings. Still really can't get the goal scoring going. Which is a bit interesting for this team. There you go, there's a nice game. Can we string together a few... Oh god, there we are. Alexander Barkov's injured with a concussion. That's a real concussion. Okay. Cool. It's what we needed to have happen. Suzuki's done better. Caulfield's done better with him. Tatar's not really doing much of anything. So let's do that. Let's move up Suzuki and Caulfield onto the second line. It feels messed up punishing Gallagher, though, so I'm not going to do that. Alright, Kuraly in there. And I got to adjust the power play a tiny bit. I'm not going to go too crazy. Ugh, it's a minus. Really? Who? Oh, because Caulfield is not a fan of that line. God damn. Alright. Too much ice time, to be real. Alright, since this is a bigger injury, I gotta make some more adjustments like that. That's what we're gonna do. I don't really care about the other stuff as much. So we won the game where he got injured in. We're starting to score more goals. That's an interesting win, 1-0. Can we keep up the higher goal scoring? It's looking like we are a bit, but still inconsistent. Barkov's... Okay, it wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. Usually they're out longer with stuff like that. So back. Back. I mean, that is 26 points in 32 games, which isn't horrible, but you still want more out of a Barkov, man. That's for sure. You want more out of a Barkov. So, but like I said, I think we'll be able to kind of fix that. We've been scoring more though recently. Back to 500, scoring a lot more, which is good. We're not going to check stats here. This is to check growth. We'll probably go up to the deadline here. Jesperi Kotkaniemi still leading the team in points, no longer point per game though. We don't really have anyone point per game. But how we look in depth, growth-wise, Suzuki's at some real growth. That's some statistical minuses. Okay. You're still 23. You got some room to improve, man. Just give me like an 83 out of you. I'd be okay with that. You could be a third-line center. Just be good at it. Hello. That's some good growth. Where's the righty defenseman growing like that, though? Unfortunate. Nowhere. All right. That's good growth, though, from this guy. Yep. Can't be mad at that. Solid growth out of a Culp here. Bear Culp. Great name. Doughty's got some growth. Orchio's got some growth now, 65 at 19. If he can get some more growth, that'd be fantastic. He's doing well. Ewer's grown, good. Elin a bit, but he's only looking like a depth guy at best. So not a whole lot of growth yet. And nothing from Lambos, who's listed as depth. Lundell hasn't got anything. Now listed as fourth line, so he should have grown. But I think... No, it's Morale, so it's lying to me. He'll be back at depth if I call him up, because he'll lose Morale. So, yeah, while he hasn't grown, that sucks. Where's our top 4 dude? Ho hasn't grown either, man. Where is Mr. Top 4? Hasn't grown. Alright, well, we got plenty of time at least, but yeah, could use a bit more growth here from some people. Alright, well, if I were to make a move, someone like Tatar would be someone I move. Where are we at on the cap? Oh, we're still above it. Pretty good amount. Good. If we did something like that, we could bring up Lundell. But I don't think I'm ready to do that. Need him to fucking grow, though, man. Let's go a bit longer here. Let's go up to the deadline. Can reconsider after that. Maybe call him up because he was at depth. I can give him some time here. We'll make some trades and probably be able to free up some space to call guys up. Okay, clean and injured. Alright, 3-on-3. Come on. Throw over beacon there. Alright. Can we continue scoring pretty well? Yes, indeed we can. At least in that game. Yes, indeed in that one, too. 4 goals regulation in that one. 5 goals in the last one in regulation. 4 goals in regulation there. We're losing games. We're getting points. But importantly, we're scoring a lot more. And that's what you want to see out of this team. Definitely what you want to see. Kalinen's looking like a good third liner of the future. That's good. Yep. I'm liking it. Starting to come together growth-wise, at least for our prospects, and all of a sudden we're above 500. And scoring a lot more. Are we going to make a run? Are we going to go on a run right here? Well, it's looking like it. We're 2 points out of a wild card spot. Then we just lost, so that's rough. Kalinin fully healed. Oh, he just had a minor injury. I was like, wait a sec. Didn't I already put him back in? Now, Gallagher's injured. February 2nd. So, I'm going to move up Caulfield again. And then shift up Gusev. Had him on the 4th line. Pretty rough to do to Gusev, but... yeah. What are you going to do, man? Still not a whole lot of production. Suzuki's not doing bad considering where he was. Keep giving time to Caulfield, I think. Because I need him to continue scoring. I know he hasn't done incredible, but I need to give him the time to improve. Alright, well, we're winning some games. And, yeah. Ooh, hello. Oh, yeah. You're not a defenseman either. Why'd I think you were a defenseman? Don't know. Oh. Ooh, wait a sec. Could you, for some reason, be a steal? I highly doubt it. There's no way you're going to be a medium elite at that point. But what if he was, and I could grab him? God, I would love that. Alright, scouting through all this, because, yeah, we're still going to have picks around this area. We still need to figure it out. Who are we going to target? This guy could be a medium elite. That's an optimal-ish location for them. 3rd, 4th round. Already been scouted. Alright, let's go down a bit more. Actually, I still want to get the around here scouted too, so keep on it, guys. Keep on it. Even though they're primarily forwards. Come on. There's a righty. Probably another top 4, because what else would they be? Alright, on to the lows we go. Still no guarantees here for lows. So, hoping to get lucky here, essentially. Ugh. Come on, scouts. I'm not liking what the info we're getting so far. We're closing in on that deadline. It's still lacking some info. A lot of info, to be fair. Here's another righty defenseman. Get fucking scouted, man, please. Another one. Yeah, all of them with 1 ticks. What a surprise. Okay. Not a whole lot of low top 6s even scouted yet either. Alright, well. There we go. Yep, righty defenseman. There you go. Already down to a top 4. Here's another one. Probably get him down to a top 4 as well. Or stay at the top 4, I should say. Zachary Tanev already been scouted. Don't really care about those guys as much. Scout you, because you could still be a low elite. Very unlikely, but you could. There's a righty. Probably not going to be a medium elite at that ranking, but hey. Still go for it. Yikes. Alright, so there you have it. Come on, scouts. Improved you like crazy, so why would we scout well? Tough loss right there. Still 2 games above 500, but yeah, we're 5 points out of a wild card. Still, no, 3 points out, but yeah, it's going to be tough to get back in there. I don't really think we will. Gallagher's back, so there's that. All right, Gallagher, back in you go. Nice win. Another nice win. If we continue to string them together, you never know. But, yeah, like I said, probably not now. Columbus is way up there now. Like, we're starting to win more, but this is the time where we should actually want to lose more. Now, we're scoring more, which is great, but, yeah. Yep, okay, there we go. That's 3 losses in a row you love to see. 3 goals for, and you lose in reg. Pretty good for us. Romanov's now been injured again. I'm not liking how much he's getting injured. Not a huge fan of that, I gotta say. So, alright, at least there's no minus, so I'll just leave 2 righties in there. I'm not really caring about my righty-lefty right now. Alright, now that's a pretty big trade. A lot of guys going to Vancouver. And picks and a couple prospects going on back to Ottawa. Above 500 once again. Wow. Good deal for Philly. Alright. Prospects for players. Kotkaniemi's fully healed. He wasn't actually out. Now Gallagher's injured again. Of course. 30-goal scorer Morozov is good, though. Alright, Caulfield back up onto that second. Romanov back. Yeah, some injuries here. At least Romanov's back, though. I want to keep playing him. Come on now. Alright, pretty good deal for Philly once again. Sweet. Okay, so there we have it. 29, 27, and 5. Not going to be a playoff team. We're 3 points out of a wild card, but we're competing with the Panthers, who are tied up there. Rangers, Flyers are where we're at. So yeah, unlikely we're going to get that. Highly unlikely we're going to steal that wild card slot, especially if we don't improve our team. And do we want to improve the team? Scoring more, allowing a few less goals, so everything's getting better. Power play dropped off, though. Penalty kill dropped a bit, but it's kind of been around there all year. Yeah, not great. I don't even want to check where we rank up. It's not going to be good. So there's Kotkaniemi, 53 points. Morozov at 50. Barkov at 50, so it's been better since he's been on the second. Drouin with 46. Should be a 30-goal scorer. Gallagher, 44. Domi, 44. Tatar ain't doing too bad. Caulfield could be a 20-goal scorer in his rookie year. So that's good. Yeah, no points from the back end. Let me hold on. Where was Suzuki? Suzuki had 27 points in 50 games played. He's a plus player at least, so that's interesting on this kind of a team. Yeah, neither goalie doing good, as well expected. Shesterkin, definitely kind of a backup. But a good backup at that. I want to obviously keep him around. But yeah, deadline. I think now's the time where we ship off some guys on one-year deals to get some picks, and then also bring up some guys like Lundell. Lundell mainly. Mainly, he's the guy I mainly want to bring up. So, what do we got in the way of picks? We got 2 first, but St. Louis's, yeah, they didn't become a bad team, so it's going to be a later first. So that's all we can have for the first 2 rounds. Unless I move that second with something else to get ourselves another first, which might be worth it if we could get ourselves a higher pick. Yeah, it'd be worth it if we can get a higher pick. But we can only have 9 total picks this year and only 3 in the first 2 rounds. So we have 8 total. So if we did that, we'd still be able to pick up 1 more pick. But yeah, we got to go for quality here, obviously. So I would say Sokolov could be an asset. We'll see. I'm probably not maybe this year because he still has a chance to get a big boost in the offseason. I'm not feeling it too much. I mean, Ho is, I think, still a trade asset too. Especially considering what we got now. Picking up Barkov, we got wingers, you know, better wingers and stuff. We could hold on to him for a bit longer, but yeah. Morozov should be a first liner, no problem. But yeah, Ho is a trade asset, especially for some kind of a defenseman. Lundell now, he's on his way up. He should be, yeah. He should be solid. Yeah, he's now listed as third line. So there's no way he drops off from NHL. So yeah, it's time to call up Lundell. So we need to make some room. So who moves out? Who can we combine together to get some picks? Ah, Tatar lost value. Damn. I was thinking to combine him because he's on the... That and a second could maybe get us a first. Not going to be an incredible first, though. We'd have to throw in some other stuff. Doughty's a possibility. We could wait till the draft to trade as well. But we won't get Tatar's value if we do that. His value will drop off because he won't have a contract. So it almost has to be now. Is there anyone with a bad frickin' record who would want to give up their picks? Not exactly. Yeah, all the bad teams are bad. There's a hopeful, but they usually don't want to give up their firsts. And they do not. It's got to almost be a contender who's doing poorly. And none of them really are. So we're shit out of luck when it comes to that. These guys are willing to give up picks, but not their first. So yeah, we are... I mean, if we tried to get that... They do want the second. So you'd throw in a guy like... I mean, we can move Ho for like one of these picks. But the thing is, like... There's no righty defenseman. I'd rather save Ho to package in for a righty defenseman as part of that. Oh, even this Moore guy. Oh, wow. Okay, so we got 2 guys not really panning out. Yeah, I forgot about this Moore guy as well. The sniper guy, 66, now 21. He's a trade. You know what? I can trade him for a really good pick. That could help us out. Hold on. Who's the worst fucking team here? And we'll give him a shit ton. That's a terrible record. Ottawa's technically the worst team. They wouldn't trade with us, though. LA would be doable. Yeah, LA's doable. Let's see what they got here. So obviously the pick there. But they still have like Shattenkirk and other stuff like that. Like, who are their skaters? Like Doughty, you'd think they could maybe want to take back some players. Oh, they have Clark too, man. Oh, man, they got Clark. Oh. How do we make a blockbuster happen? Thing is, why the fuck would you trade this guy? Unless we made him an offer so ridiculous they'd have to be forced to accept it, which, what is ridiculous? Ho, Moore. And maybe Sokolov, too. Ho, Moore, Sokolov. Like a crazy, crazy over the top. A bunch of stuff they need because we're desperate for a right-handed defenseman. But even then, would that even make sense? We are desperate for a righty defenseman, quite obviously. But would it make sense? It's what we'd have to think about as well. So, that's kind of where we're at. Trade deadline, obviously we should be sellers. We might be able to still make the Tatar plus a second for another kind of mid-first work. Someone who's kind of on the cusp but should be out. Like a Ducks team. Yeah, oh yeah, Ducks would be great to target. Ducks team would be great to target for that kind of pick. Because they're for sure not getting back in the playoffs. And you never know, maybe they get a lucky on the lottery and then jump up a bunch. Yeah, that could be something we go for as well. Well, those are my thoughts. Those are kind of my thoughts. Speaking of which, where's St. Louis and all that? They're actually out of the playoffs right now. With a good record. So that's good for us that the Central's strong. Yeah, we should definitely go for the Ducks. Ooh, I'm liking that. I want to go for the Ducks pick, and maybe, just maybe, we try to target Brandt there. Maybe, just maybe. I still feel like we need to give him more, like, NHL-ready talent. Like, the two prospects are great, obviously. More NHL talent, though. I don't know. We'll see. All right, well, let me know what you guys think we should do at this deadline here. Bit interesting. Plenty of options. How desperate are we for that right-handed defenseman? How much are we willing to give up for him? And give me your ideas for that as well. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you in the next one.